It's good to see so many people here this evening. It's a blessing, it really is. And you know, Kathy and I, you know my wife Kathy, come up here, baby. Let's give Kathy a hand. As many of you, if not all of you, already know that she's the First Lady of the Sheriff's Office in St. Martin Parish for the last 15 and a half years. But also, I can say this from the bottom of our hearts, is that we wouldn't be here serving you unless it would have been for your vote of confidence and trust that we accepted this position with honor and a privilege of knowing that we're here just to do the right things the right way for you and all the other people in St. Martin Parish and all the people that come to visit us here. And I can say this, for the last 15 and a half years, God has blessed us tremendously. Y'all have seen that. Not to say anything negative from any foreign administration, but I can tell you, we were blessed to have a lot of resources, and a lot of manpower, and a lot of support and prayers and help to bring us where the St. Martin Parish is today. And our main job is to serve you, the people. But anyway, thanks again. I want to make some All right, can you hear now? All right. But listen, make some acknowledgments. We appreciate Dave and Cynthia for allowing us to have this function here tonight. Good man. And all the volunteers that came up early this afternoon started cooking all the food for us. Hey, how was the food tonight? Really great. Thank y'all so much. Hey, I'm music about this job. Let's give them a hand also. But most of all, give you a hand for coming and supporting us here tonight. I just want to say this, is that it's been a privilege for us, and you already know, I made my announcement that at the end of this term, I will not be seeking the office again. But I'm supporting my son, whom I love and trust. And he's earned what he's fixing to get here by the votes of the people of St. Martin Parish. Your votes, your support. You go tell your families, your friends, all of them, that Brian Theriot is the next sheriff of St. Martin Parish.
I am truly humbled at this right here, what we're looking at. It's amazing that the people who you've been friends with your whole life, you went to school with, people that helped raise you, it's amazing and a privilege for me to be here making this presentation tonight. I'd like to tell you a little bit about myself. Of course, this is my beautiful wife, Colette Lachele. Let me tell you a little bit of my background. I was recently retired from the Law Enforcement Division of Louisiana Department of Wildlife and Fisheries with a 20-year retirement. A lot of that time I spent in Baton Rouge in our headquarters division running the training section. I was responsible for supervising, managing, orchestrating the training of every wildlife agent in the state of Louisiana. I also was the department liaison to the Governor's Office of Homeland Security and Emergency Preparedness. I'm a graduate of the Federal Law Enforcement Training Center in Glencoe, Georgia. I'm an FBI IDC certified instructor. I'm truly blessed. When I was moved to Baton Rouge, the state was experiencing some fiscal issues, so they limited my travel and mandated that I spend 3 nights a week in Baton Rouge. So I inquired about them helping me out to go to LSU to pursue my master's degree. In 2011, I attained my master's degree in public administration from Louisiana State University. What the MPA does, it essentially is running a public entity from the human resource function to policy implementation, governmental budgeting, budget forecasting, everything that we do at the Sheriff's Department. So let me tell you, loud and proud, I am a competent candidate for the office of St. Martin Parish. My father has been in office since 2003, and he's done a tremendous job. And I'm not saying that because he's my father. I'm a realist. And where we have come from in 2003 to where we are today is unbelievable. And those of you who work there under the other regime and are now here with us under his regime, you can attest to that.
Yes. Yes.
There's a lot of similarities we have, like the space in the teeth. Space in the teeth. we both, men of faith, believe in doing what's right. I don't care your race, your creed, your socioeconomic status. If it's right to help you, you're going to get help. Come on. St. Martin Parish is not perfect. Amen. But I'm telling you, and I'm here to tell you, I have a lot of friends in the adjacent parishes in law enforcement. And you look around, St. Martin Parish is much better off than our neighbors. It's a fact. You look at the FBI Uniform Crime Report, the statistics. Again, St. Martin Parish, per capita, is the safest parish in Acadiana. The differences, we'll start off with the hair. He has much better hair than I do. But from a managerial standpoint, we have some differences. You know, there's some things that I'm going to change, and he knows that. We've discussed that at length. Organizational structure, the way it's structured, we're gonna alter that. There's some things that I think is imperative that I do as an incoming sheriff is to do a job analysis on every job that falls under the umbrella of the sheriff's office, because I think the citizens of St. Martin Parish deserve law enforcement to, number one, be effective, and number two, be efficient. So there's some changes that we're going to make. And lastly, I look forward to getting out, meeting you in your homes and your neighbors, and y'all spreading the word. And anytime anybody has any questions whatsoever, please get in touch with me. I always have my cell phone on. But again, I want to thank each and every one of you for coming out and showing support. This means the world to me and my family.
Good evening. For the ones of y'all who don't know me, my name's Albert Menard. Everybody calls me Donna. First of all, I want to thank God and the people who elected me 7 terms to office. I have a 7-1 record. I'm the gentleman that just ran for the parish president seat, was unsuccessful. I stayed 6 terms on the city council in Brobridge, and I just won the parish council seat and about to go into my 7th term in office. I started that journey 15 years ago with our sheriff, Theriot. He came to me and talked to me, and I told him one thing. All I have is a word. If I tell you I'm with you, I don't shoot a stone and hide my hand. With the 15 plus years the sheriff has been in office, I'm a people person. I don't have a checking account, I don't have a banking account, I'm broke because I believe in helping people. Everybody that I could help. And one thing that I know and that me and the sheriff spoke about, the only thing I ask you is, if I call you for the people, respond. I don't need to speak to your secretary, I don't need to speak to your wife, I don't need to speak to your son, I elected you. I am very proud and successful. I haven't called him 100 times, but I call him 99, and he's always responding. He's always responding. So I'm up here tonight to make it loud and clear. Because of the goodness and graciousness that the sheriff has done for me, for the people that I represent, or for the people who call me for help. I am standing here tonight and pledging my support openly for Brian.
Thank you, Mr. Menor. And lastly, please stay, enjoy yourself, finish eating, drive responsibly. If you need a driver, please get a designated driver.
Just like I said before, even when I was campaigning, we appreciate all of you here this evening. We appreciate your support for Brian, and thank you so much for supporting us throughout all these years. But I ask you to do this. If you truly believe you want to continue and improve upon what's already here, vote for Brian Douglas Theriot for our next sheriff. But also, I can say this also, is that go back to your home and wherever you are with your family, with your neighbors, with your co-workers, and ask them this. If they're not already committed to someone, ask them to please consider supporting Brian Douglas Theriot for sheriff. And if you do that, the majority of them will vote for him. Not so much because of him or because of me, but because they have trust in you. They believe you. And so it's important that you go speak with those neighbors, with your family members, and your co-workers, and everyone that you can, to spread the word, to say this, that we want to elect a man that's going to continue the improvement of St. Martin Parish for the next years to come. And that's Brian Douglas Theriot for sheriff.